Hey guys, I just wanted to make a short little video on tips and tricks to help overactive thinkers like myself. I'm an overactive thinker. I tend to worry a lot and just obsess about stuff that doesn't help me. So I thought I would do some research and help all those other folks out there bring some attention to their overactive thinking. So I'm going to list some techniques, and if they help you, great. These are going to range from immediate pattern interrupts to deeper mindset shifts, and they're going to be designed to help you step out of the mental hyperactivity and into the stillness of the present moment. That sounds nice. So part one, we're going to focus on some grounding techniques. These are You do these the instant you catch yourself in a thought spiral. So the goal here is to interrupt the cognitive loop by engaging your body and your senses. So this is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. You may have heard of it, but it's a powerful technique to pull your awareness out of your head and into your physical environment. So first, you're going to name out loud or in your head 5 things that you can see. There's a crack on the ceiling, or the color of the book is blue. Just random things, but you're focusing your attention on things that you can see. Next, you're going to look for 4 things that you can feel. Texture of this clothing, the solidness of the chair supporting you. Next, 3 things that you can hear. Focusing your attention on the sounds help you get out of your head. Next, 2 things that you can smell, and then 1 thing that you can taste. Hopefully it's not a bad taste, but at least it gets you out of your head. So next, anchor to the breath. This is a classic one for a reason. You don't want to change the breathing, you just want to simply observe it. So place your hand on your belly or your chest and feel the sensation and rise and fall of your breath. Notice the coolness of the air as you inhale through your nostrils and the warmth as you exhale. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently guide it back to the physical sensation of breathing. No judgment. Next is name the narrative. So this one, you're basically simply labeling what your mind is doing. Creates a space between you and that thought pattern. So when you're replaying an argument, say to yourself, this is the I'm right, they're wrong story. When you're worrying about the future, this is the what if story. When you're building up your ego, this is the ego reinforcement channel. I would want to change that channel. But the act of labeling turns you from the actor in the drama to the audience observing it. Now, part 2 here is mindful reframing. We're really trying to change the relationship with your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. These require a little bit more conscious effort, but are incredibly effective at dissolving the ego's grip. The first one is ask, is this thought useful? The ego gets trapped in the question, is this thought true? And that can lead to endless debate. Sidestep the ego simply by asking a different question. Is replaying this conversation for the 10th time useful for me right now? In my situation today, it is not. Is this feeling of self-righteousness serving my peace of mind? The answer is almost always no. And so this question isn't about judging the thought, it's about pragmatically assessing its function. If it isn't useful, you can give yourself permission to let it go, like dropping a heavy rock you didn't realize you were carrying. Second, find the and. You want to embrace non-duality. The ego loves either or thinking. The I'm right, you're wrong. And this creates conflict. Practice both and thinking to dissolve this false dichotomy. I can feel hurt by what was said, and their intention may not have been to hurt me. I can believe my perspective is valid, and I can be open to understanding their equally valid perspective. I can feel angry about this situation, and I can choose to respond with presence and calm. This introduces compassion and nuance, which are kryptonite to the rigid ego. Now, the third one here is to physicalize the release. So imagine the obsessive thought or the need to be right as a physical object. Visualize it as dark cloud of smoke maybe in your mind, and with each exhale, see some of that smoke leaving your body until it's gone. You could also imagine cupping the thought in your hands, walking over to a river and gently placing it in the water to be carried away. Or imagine the thought written on a leaf, letting it fall from the tree and float away in the wind. This uses your creative mind to work for your peace, not against it. Now, part 3 here are foundational practices. So these are building the muscle that you're going to want to work on. So these aren't quick fixes, but the long-term training that makes the first 2 sections easier and more automatic. Number 1 is formal daily practice. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day, sitting in meditation is key. And the goal is not to have an empty mind. The goal is to practice noticing when your mind has wandered and gently, without judgment, bringing it back to an anchor like your breath. Every time you do this, it's a rep for your mindfulness muscle. Over time, you'll catch the mental circus starting much earlier and with less effort. Then there's gratitude for the isness. The ego thrives on what's wrong, what's missing, or what needs to be fixed. Actively counteract this by bringing your mind to the immediate present moment and to be grateful for it. I'm grateful for the feeling of this solid chair holding me. I'm grateful for the light coming in through the window. I'm grateful for this single calm breath. This practice rewires the brain to notice the perfection and stillness that is always available underneath the noise. It brings you back to the simple reality that in this exact second, you are breathing, you are here, and everything is fundamentally okay. With that, I hope this helps for all of those overactive thinkers be a little bit more at peace. So have a great day, and I will see you on the next episode of Ctrl-Alt-Reset.